Welcome, race fans. Welcome everybody. This is Ron with Big Wizard TV. We are bringing you some racing action tonight at night here at Pocono. A little bit different tonight. This is the LMS Grandpa'sKitchen.com GTE series, but we are on an off week this week, and we are going to race for some fun. This right now is our annual, or every season we do this race. You could call it annual or seasonal. Dance in the Dark. We've got sponsorship tonight for our race. We're getting sponsored tonight by JNR Craftworks. There you go, right there on the screen, jnrcraftworks.com. They have made our trophy that's going to be handed out tonight to the winner. It's quite spectacular. Let me see if I can get a good picture of it to show off. It is presented by JNR Craftworks as the first place award for tonight's race. This is not a points race. This is just a fun race. This is something we do every year. Let's see. Bring this over here on the screen if it'll let me. There you go. There's a good image of the trophy that'll be handed out at the end of the race tonight. First place for Dance in the Dark. That is at the Pocono Speedway tonight, March 22nd, 2022, sponsored by JNR Craftworks. This is Last Man Standing Motorsports, and this is Tuesday night, Grandpa'sKitchen.com GTE racing. Glad to have everybody on board. Appreciate everybody being here, watching the race. We already got a couple of viewers out there. We had our new intro. Big thanks to Julian Lockwood for throwing that together for us. The new Big Wizard TV intro. I hope you enjoyed that at the top of the show. We're going to kick it off again after we get done with qualifying. We'll run that video one more time just to let everybody see it. So let me tell you what's going on the screen, because there's going to be a lot of darkness out there, as you can see tonight. We are racing in the dark. This once a season race is a concoction that has come about after a few years of racing ovals and then getting into these GTE cars. The GTE cars are extremely fast on the Pocono tri-oval. As you can see by the track top left of your screen, the track is a triangle, and that triangle is 3 turns and very fast. They're banked, they're high speed, and they are treacherous. So you have to set up your GTE car like a NASCAR to be able to go around here with basically for all left turns. And out they come. I thought it was going to be individual qualifying, but it looks like it's group qualifying tonight, which means draft tactics will be in play for the qualifying session. We'll see how that works out for everybody. But I'll tell you what, starting on the pole here does not matter a whole lot. It's not going to help you a whole bunch, because this is a drafting track. You basically will run around with other cars and get a draft and a tow from them and ride in little groups and a little pack. It's kind of like pack racing. But the thing that makes it quite interesting is these are GTE cars, not Cup cars that we're used to doing this. And there are no track lights at all on this racetrack. There is no lights in the corners. There's no lights on the straightaways. There's no lights in the pit lane. The only lights you'll see are the little red numbers on the pagoda on the scoring tower right as you cross the start finish line. And then also you can catch a glimpse of the lights, the green lights with the arrow where pit lane begins. Other than that, it's car headlights, and that's it. So that's how it runs. This is a 5-minute qualifying session. They get to go around here as much as they can in 5 minutes, see if they can get a good lap in. We've got 8 cars out on the track. There's 10 cars in the session, maybe 11. Looks like I got 11 on the scoring screen. But 10 cars right now. I am not actually going to be in the race itself. I'm going to be sitting here in the booth telling you all the action, keeping you up to date on what's going on. That's a little tough to follow tonight because it is in the dark. So I'll be here doing that for you, telling you how it's working and what's going on. So we have Jeff Wyatt in the Ferrari. That's what you're looking at right now. The Ferrari has those 3 headlights on each side. Easy to pick that out because of the formation of the headlights and the round tail lights. And then let's take a peek at the BMW. That's the BMW look. It has the 2 side-by-side headlights with a big grid light down the bottom. That's going to be similar to the Corvette, but that's the BMW headlight. 2 side-by-side angled headlights with a big grid on the bottom. And then there's Chris Springer. He's in the pit lane. Let's see. He's out on the track. This is the Corvette headlights. Also has the big grid on the bottom, but has a little tail on the top of the light. So we've got, let's see, go through the field here as we get some times up. Jeff currently has the top speed on the track in his Ferrari, followed by Brandon and Morgan. Brandon looks like he might be done. Morgan in the 07, still going around. Chris Springer is in the Corvette. He's in number 56. You can see the number panels. The GTE cars do have lit number panels, so you can see those as you're going around. Chris is in the Corvette. And just about a minute to go here in qualifying. Qualifying's a pretty quick session. So Jeff, Brandon, Morgan, Chris, and Sean in the 6. He's also in a Ferrari. He's up there in the 5th spot. Todd Schwartz in the 420. He's in 7th. The speeds are pretty close to what they were in practice, but not quite. The 51.9 is Jeff's solo run speed. He's doing that out there by himself. 52 flat is usually right around the 51 mark is where everybody's been at. And so far, that's where everybody's gathering together right now. Everybody's within 1 second of each other that has taken a lap for qualifying. Let's see, Ben Mashburn isn't with us very often. He's here tonight. But not on the track. Judge Dredd, that's David. That's our league owner. He is also not on track. Probably going to be starting in the back. So, but that's what we got tonight. Here they are coming across into the pit lane, trying to figure out where that is. It's good to know where that pit lane is. That looks like Todd Schwartz in the 420, but the number on the side was confusing. But yeah, as you can see, when the car gets in the headlights of another car, it's easy to see it. But when it's not in another car's headlights, like this car right now, this is Chris Springer, you can't see much of the car because the only light out there is the actual headlights from the car. So when there's a car behind it, you can see it. So, and they'll be in a pack, so it shouldn't be too bad. Qualifying's a little dark, shall we say, and this Dance in the Dark event tonight. And it looks like they're all ready to go. Everybody's finished up. It's Todd Schwartz rolling through pit lane still. Needs to stop the car and get on with the session, but we do have 30 seconds left, so it's like he's testing out his pit exit. Maybe he was testing going through the pits. Flashing of headlights is actually very not encouraged at Last Man Standing Motorsports. Pretty sure that'll get you a penalty and possibly even kicked out of a race. So that is interesting. The side of his car does not seem to say 420. It seems to say 2 different numbers at the same time. So maybe I can fix that if you'll forgive a couple screens out here. I might be able to get that corrected. Let's see. And they should be starting to grid up now. That is the qualifying session is done. Don't have my grid up. I don't know why. There we go. Jeff Wyatt has the pole. Side by next to him, Chris Springer, Brandon Dooley, and Morgan Teggy on row 2. Sean Williams and Todd Schwartz on row 3. Adam Novotny on row 4. He'll be alongside. Let's see. Adam be alongside Mr. Michael Mooney Ben Mashburn on row 5 alongside of myself, but I'm not going to grid, so he'll have that spot open, and Judge Dredd starting in the back of the pack. And that's where we are as we get started on this race tonight. Looks like we're going to wait the time because Morgan is not yet on track and I'm not going to join. So they have about a 2-minute, 3-minute wait to get going. But they'll be off and running here in no time. And as you can see, now that the other headlights are on, you can get a decent look at the cars. You can see them. They're not lit up as if it were daytime or a track that had night lights, but you can see them nonetheless. So we'll give it another minute, and then we'll probably do one time around, and then off we go. Let's see how it works. I believe automatic cautions are probably on. This is a 50-lap race. This is scheduled for 50 laps. The timer is down to 0. The cars are in line. Everybody's ready to go. Jeff has control behind the pace car, and we'll see how it rolls off as they start to move side by side down the front stretch. Very long front straight here. Very long pit straight. Try to get you some specs on Pocono. Here, so we can tell you a little bit about it. Pocono is in Long Pond, Pennsylvania, Pocono Mountains. Facility maps. I don't have a whole lot of info on them from their own website. They don't seem to want us to sit there and tell you all about the thing, but they call it the Tricky Triangle as we go down the back stretch here, getting ready for turn 2, which is the tunnel turn. You will see a lot of lights flashing on and off. That's not because the drivers are flashing them. It's probably because of the simulator trying to calculate where the headlights are on the wall. Let's see. It's been running over there. The track was originally built in 1969, opened up for racing in 1971. They run NASCAR series here, Camping World Truck Series, Xfinity Series, ARCA Menard Series. They have in the past run Indy cars here, and quite fun to watch. The banking, amazingly, is extremely low. Daytona banking is 31 degrees, and you can just lay your foot down. We'll talk about the track here in a minute as we're about to go green. Here we go. Jeff Wyatt brings the field up to the line. The flag is down, green flag racing, and Jeff and Chris barrel down into turn 1 with Morgan Teggy right behind him with a little bit of a draft. Jeff trying to move up in front and take that spot and lock it in, and he does so. Jeff and Chris. Oh, Sean touches the grass just a little bit there as he... Oh, and there's a turn. Jeff is around. Oh, and there's a big one already on lap 1. Oh, there's cars everywhere. Lots of action, lots of wreckage. And Jeff is in the wall. Adam is in the wall. It looks like Chris Springer made out of that unscathed. Let's see if there's something we can catch. Excuse my replay inability here. We will see if we can see what happens here. Oh, Jeff just gets loose. He just gets arrow loose. Oh, and he goes around hitting, beating, and banging all around the place. Everybody's everywhere. I see the Morgan Teggy's cars around. Jeff Wyatt's around. Yeah, that was no bueno. Just got loose. Catch up to real time here. You can see the cars. The one car is actually trying to help this other car get back. Morgan cannot see.
In case somebody's in the race that's not in Discord. Sorry about that.
So he has to follow another car as he goes around the track to try to get back to pit lane because he cannot see the track at all. So he's following that car in front of him. Obviously, the pace car can see. If you got headlights, you can see, no problem. But if you are driving blind, so to speak, then you cannot see what's going on at all. Let's see if Judge Dredd got tangled up in that. He's still listed as 11th. So he may have. I don't see him anywhere. On the track. He's still there. He's still cruising around. In the back of the pack. He may just be holding back. Oh, but it does show him a lap down already. So he must have been involved. I think Morgan is trying to see his way back to the pit lane with no headlights. When you lose your headlights, you cannot see a thing. And Morgan, trying to stay on the lead lap, is going to follow him around without headlights. So he followed another driver in from the wreck and has made it down into pit lane now to get the car fixed. There are 3 fast repairs tonight. This is a fun race, so it's not for points. And we should have all the guys that are in the pit lane right now coming back out real soon, see if they can get things going here. Here comes Morgan after his repair. And the other guys must have had a tow because they are not coming out yet. I also see the number 6 of Sean Williams coming back out from the pit lane. He was involved in that as they now catch up with the pack. And there's the 11 car. Ben Mashburn makes it out of pit lane. He's still on the lead lap by the looks of things. And hopefully these other guys can get back out before they go by. We've got a few cars still in the pits. That's Adam Novotny and Judge Dredd and Jeff Wyatt. They're still there in pit lane. Here comes Jeff. He's rolling. There goes Adam. He's moving again. Todd is also there in the pit lane. But these guys will be able to catch back up. They are out on track now, ready to go hammer down, catch up with the field, who's just about going into 3. Now, it's possible that we're going green, which is... Oh, the lights are still on the pace car. We'll see if he ducks in here as he gets to pit lane. We'll know right then if they're going to go green. I think they have to line up double file, and they should be a little tighter together. But we'll find out. We'll find out how the set was done. It looks like they are going to go around one more time. So everybody is out of the pits now except for Judge Dredd. He's still in there. As the pace car goes across the start-finish line. And it looks like Judge Dredd is staying there in the pit lane. As he now drops down another lap. Todd looks like he'll have time to catch up with the pack. So he's coming around through turn 2 and around that short chute. Well, it was quick. It was short to the incident. Looks like it's very possible that yellow laps are not counting. We still have 1 lap on the chart. Don't think that they've got it set for yellow caution laps to count. So we'll see how it goes here. We should be going green this time by. We're getting everybody lined up. Todd is gathering himself up to the back of the pack. Hopefully it's slowed down quick enough. heading down into the pits. There goes the pace car.
Green flag, green flag.
And they're green again. As they go across the line, now it's Chris Springer and Brandon Dooley out front. We'll see if they have a little better luck. As Chris Springer takes the lead on the front stretch and dives down into turn 1. Whoa, Mooney gets a little wiggly there coming out of 1. As Chris Springer stays out front, followed by a little pack of cars. There's a little gap to Chris, and then a whole bunch of cars. We got Mooney, Brandon, Morgan, Mooney, Ben Mashburn, Adam, all right there together. We'll see how long this lasts. They can all keep it clean and keep it green as we're going around. The pack is coming through now, through turn 3, getting up along the start-finish line. Morgan gets around Brandon on the outside of turn 3. Mooney dives down to the inside. Brandon's starting to fall back a little bit. Maybe he's just taking it easy, not pushing too hard. I want to mention our sponsors here as we're going. Looks like the pack is happy right now. At least they are for the moment. Morgan's up in front taking the lead. There goes Brandon down underneath Ben Mashburn. So much for being happy. Everybody looks like they're jockeying for position still. The group is still bunched up. The gap is small. Whoa! As Mooney jumps out from behind Morgan there, trying to get past down into the tunnel turn. And we'll see if that happens. It goes through. They're side by side, going down from 2 to 3. Mooney looks like he's got to run. Sean Williams diving up into the action there from back in the pack a little bit. Morgan takes turn 3 on the outside and holds on as they come across the stripe one more time. So that's lap 4 completed now. We're on lap 5. Caution laps are not counting here tonight. We went through 3 or 4 laps of caution and we started back up on lap 2. So we've got the caution laps ticked off for counting. So we're going to go 50 laps of actual racing time. As the front now goes 3 wide into turn 2. Did they all survive? Yes, they all. Nope, they do not. Sean Williams comes around, takes out, I believe that was Mooney. Into the wall hard. Caution is out on the speedway. See if they can get it all gathered up, brought back into the pit lane, and get those cars fixed for a restart. While we're under caution, let's take a moment to talk about our sponsors. JNR Craftworks is our primary sponsor. JNRCraftworks.com. Right there on the top of your screen, you can see the website to their awesome products. JNR Craftworks, custom woodwork products. They make little trophies. They make little plaques and race items. They like all kinds of good stuff. Let's go over and take a look at what we can find at JNR Craftworks. Gotta spell it right. We'll let Google help me out. Maybe we ought to pull this up on the screen for everybody so you guys can see JNR Craftworks. See, they make little signs and little tags and plaques. There's a really nice "He is Risen" sign coming up for the Easter week. Yeah, coming up. We're getting real close to that. They make little fine etched and laser etched woodworking things. There's Bailey, the little pet tag. They got all kinds of things for pets. Lake Maps Home Decor. They got camping and table items. All kinds of good stuff over there at JNR Craftworks. Check them out, jnrcraftworks.com. Check those guys out. They are main primary sponsor for tonight's race. This is a special race. The trophy tonight, as I showed you before, is being made by JNR Craftworks and handed out to the winner of tonight's race. So they're going around again. Looks like the cars in the pit lane are getting all gussied up. Get all the dents banged out of them and everything else. There is a thing here at iRacing called the Fast Repair. The Fast Repair, you can go into the pit lane and correct your car immediately, get back onto the track. Since caution laps don't count, you will not lose a lap. So stay in there all you want, get your car fixed, and get back out on track, get in line, and keep it on a rolling. They're still single file, so they got at least one more time around. So let's hit up another of our sponsors' web pages. This is going to be Grandpa's Kitchen. Grandpa's Kitchen is the GTE sponsor for Last Man Standing Motorsports. You can find them at grandpaskitchen.com. And they have excellent products, all gluten-free, flours, mixes. Let's check it out. This is Grandpa's Kitchen. So you can buy these flour blends, pumpkin cakes, pizza doughs, all kinds of good stuff. Yellow cakes, white bread, wheat bread, chocolate cakes. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. Now you can also use these flours in anything else that you want to make. You can just substitute this flour. Instructions on the back if anything has to happen differently. And these guys will ship it right to you. Excellent products, wonderful company, great family-owned company. grandpaskitchen.com. Check them out. This is their website. Just go out there and you go to products. You can find what you're looking for. They also have a bunch of recipes. My favorite category is the dessert category. Oh my goodness, it went right to vegetables. That's not good. That's not good. Peanut butter cookies, sugar cookies, all different kinds of recipes out there on how to use the Grandpa's Kitchen gluten-free flour. See there, you see the 2 3/4 cups of GK flour for the GK in your life. grandpaskitchen.com. Check them out. Grandpa's Kitchen. Good stuff. Good quality products. Looks like we're too wide. We are on the backstretch. We got a little bit more time. Let's hit one more sponsor. Let's see if I can find one more here. This is our league sponsor for Last Man Standing Motorsports. This is I'm trying to find the website first and not thinking of how to say their name. This is Stair Fittings Inc. And I can't spell tonight. So. Good thing I'm talking, not typing. Oh wait, I am trying to type. Okay, Stair Fittings Inc. This is their order site. You got to go to orders.stairfitting.com. Now, if you need something for your home, for your stairs, they've got newels, they got balusters, they've got handrails, fittings, moldings, accessories, different hardware. They've got treads and risers. They've got wood balusters. They've got iron ones. They've got anything you can think of for your stairs. If you want a fitting and you want it to be made custom for the curve around your stairwell, you can do that. These guys will make it for you. They make anything. We're going green. We're going green. So back to the race. But I'm telling you what, check out orders.stairfittings.com. You'll find what you need. If you can't see it on the website, call them up. Tell Karen the Big Wizard sent you. They are great to work with. Wonderful. Another family-owned company. The sponsors here at Last Man Standing Motorsports are second to none. So JNR Craftworks on board tonight, JNRCraftworks.com. grandpaskitchen.com for the series sponsor, and then Stair Fittings Inc. for the league's sponsorship. All right, well, Ben Mashburn has made his way to the front of the pack. He's followed by Morgan Teggy now as we get to the restart here on lap 6. They're going through turn 3, coming back around to the stripe. Sean Williams, or Adam Novotny now, is in 3rd spot there in the white car. I thought that was Sean's car, but that is not. Chris Springer up into the 4th position. Sean Williams right there in 5th. Now, Sean gets a little aggressive at times, and I think he was the one that slid a little bit. Lost the handle in turn 2 as they were going 3 wide. Not usually a good idea to go 3 wide on any track. So we'll see how that goes. But here's Chris making his way past Adam Novotny there for 3rd spot. Sean right on his tail. Adam not giving that spot up, stays around the outside going through turn 2. Tunnel turn, you can get a really good run on either angle, either the inside or the outside. Doesn't matter. Both of them work. That turn 2 tunnel turn. Now they're in turn 3, and Sean goes around again. Caution flag is out. We made it through lap 7. We'll get to the line here, but the cars will be right back where they were. Let's see if the damage was heavy. Looks like Sean is still back there. Sean may have had some heavy damage. The rest of everybody seems to be moving along okay. But we're going to follow the pace car a couple more times around, and we'll line them back up, do it again. Sean looks like he is moving again. I don't know if he can see. If he has no headlights, he won't be able to see. So hopefully he'll be able to see where he's going. Yeah, he's got headlights. Can't tell if there's a lot of damage. The wing looks okay, but the handling of the car does not look okay. He's still finding some grass there as he's trying to catch back up with the field. Ben Mashburn held off Morgan Teggy there around the last turn. Because they didn't complete a lap, they may have to go back in line to where they were. Now the scoring comes from iRacing. So if they don't count the caution laps, they're probably going to go back to the previous lap. And the drivers will be instructed on their screen into who to follow in the race. So they'll be working on that. Lap number 7 of 50, when we go back green again, we'll be on lap number 8. Be a couple minutes here before we get to green. I'll let you watch these guys tool around. It doesn't look like there's... Oh, no, we do have takers for the pit lane. Ben Mashburn just dove into the pit lane. Looks like he might be getting some tires. It's kind of maybe he's, well, you can get anything you want, actually. You got plenty of time with no... Yeah, there's a couple cars. Judge Dredd's car's still in there. But you got a few takers coming into pit lane. You can take all the time you want here under the caution. You can even take more than a lap if required to get your fuel and tires. You can get your car ready to go. There's no limit on tires. You can get a fast repair. You can get actual damage fixed without a fast repair. You can do all kinds of stuff. Oh, somebody just blipped out. Oh, no, they're back. I think that was Mooney. He may have lost connection there for a second. There's Ben getting his service finished, and off he goes. Mooney's going to finish up his service there in the pits, and he'll be on his way. And let's see where they all line up. They got to line back up where the system tells them, and then they'll take off again. There's Mooney coming out of the pits as the cars go through the tunnel turn. We'll let them cruise around. They got another lap or so. I'm going to take a quick break. Enjoy the view. You should be able to see the cars a little bit because they're all lined up together. And we'll be back in a few minutes.
say you change the little disco thing, I'll be able to.
All right, looks like we're getting ready to go green as the cars have lined up again. We got Morgan Teggy with Adam Novotny on the front row. Sean Williams did not get a fast repair. Back of his car is damaged. We'll see how that affects him as we go. He did get his spot back, but there's the green flag, and Morgan had a great jump on the line. Adam's on the outside trying to stay there with him, but Morgan has his teammate Brandon Dooley right behind him. Adam is not going to give that spot up, though. Adam jumps down into second spot as they go through turn one, and everything looks pretty clean so far. Sean does have damage. He's a little loose coming out of one. He's probably going to get to push to the back of the field there with little damage to his car. Not sure if he'll have to come in or if he can even hang out with the back of the pack. Let's see if the arrow is bad enough. We've got Morgan Teggy out front, Adam Novotny as they come across the line. They're going to complete lap number 8 right here. And it looks like Mooney has also fallen back off the pack a little bit with Sean Williams back there. Maybe Mooney's trying to help him draft back up to the pack. Or maybe Mooney's got some damage himself that he didn't get repaired on that last pit stop. They do get 3 fast repairs tonight. Mooney looks like he's running just fine. Sean looks like he's going to fall back. Mooney has lost this group. Now, if they run into a caution again, which by the looks of the way things have been going, they may run into another caution flag. Mooney will be able to catch up. The battle up front seems to be calmed down for a little bit. As all the drivers currently are on the lead lap. But that damage for Sean's car is definitely evident here as he now cannot stay with the pack at all. I'm not sure what happened to Mooney, if he just lost the pack, got stuck behind Sean, or just missed something, or maybe he has damage himself. But Mooney's staying back, or maybe he's just staying back, hanging back away from the pack, expecting another tussle, as we may say. And if that happens, it could be something where he's just playing the avoidance game. Wait for the mess to happen, slow down, roll through it without hitting anything, and keep going. So it is not unheard of. Definitely something that can happen. Yeah, he's just barely hanging off the back of that pack. So I'd say Mooney's probably just playing a strategy game. Sean definitely has the damage. We saw that earlier in his car. And he is definitely fallen back. He has dropped back now 10 seconds from the pack. Whoa, as Ben Mashburn makes a move down to the inside, trying to get a run on Brandon Dooley as they go down into the tunnel turn here, turn 2. Brandon has the outside following Adam Novotny. Ben is on the inside, catches the curve, gets a little loose, but hangs on. And Brandon holds on to P3 as they go down into the short chute into the front straight. Now, right there, Chris Springer got a little run on Ben Mashburn. And he may be able to do something with that here, right behind the action we're watching right now. Let's see if I can find the right car. There's Chris, closely following Ben Mashburn. Now maybe he's just content sitting there in his Corvette, following the Porsche of Ben Mashburn. We've got and we got a caution. We got a caution on the track. We got a caution on the track. That was Jeff Wyatt spinning. See if we can get back and catch what caused that. Jeff just loses it, catches the grass, comes around. Oh, tags the outside wall pretty hard with the right rear of the car, left rear of the car. It's not bad enough that he can't keep going, but he may have to come in the pits with that damage. And safety car, pace car is out. The Ford Mustang is back on track. Now tonight we have Morgan, Brandon, and whoa, everybody's moving around real fast. And Todd Schwartz running the BMW. We have Jeff and Sean and Adam in the Ferrari. Whoops. One of the cars just blinked out. I think that was Ben Mashburn. He's in the Porsche, and he just dropped from the server, I believe. So Ben Mashburn is out of the race. Don't think he was having any trouble. He just dropped out of the race. Let's see. So Morgan and Brandon and Todd are in the BMW. Chris Springer and Michael Mooney are in the Corvette on track. Judge Dredd is also in the Vet. Adam and Sean and Jeff are in the Ferrari. The solo lone Porsche out there with Ben Mashburn is no longer on track. So looks like 3 manufacturers are left. Porsche, Ferrari, and Corvette of Chevrolet are still on track. We've caught up to live. Yes, we have. We're under the caution flag. This is the 4th caution of the night. We are on lap 12 of 50. They try to get these cars to go as fast as possible. They get a little loose. Not able to hold on to them. And that brings them around, brings out the caution flag. The banking on this track, I was talking about that earlier, the banking, I didn't really get into it. The banking at Daytona is 31 degrees. The banking at Talladega is 33 degrees.
Hello, Ron. Are you here?
The banking.
Is there any Ron?
What do we got? We got a little chit chat going on the radio. The banking at Indianapolis is 11 degrees. So anything less than that, Indianapolis is considered a pretty flat track. So the banking in turn 1 here is 14 degrees. Turn 2 is 8 degrees, and turn 3 is only 6 degrees. So these corners are basically flat. I guess they said that turn 2, the tunnel turn, is actually modeled after an Indianapolis Motor Speedway corner. It's a 90-degree turn, nearly 90 degrees, and it's just almost flat. You know, you just fly on through there, and the cars can go through that corner flat out. Let's see. They do call it a tri-oval. However, it's only 3 turns. Normally a tri-oval is like 4 corners, with the 5th corner being the tri-oval. They do have, let's see, the length of the track's 2.5 miles. The fastest race lap ever was in a 2014 IndyCar at 223.8 miles an hour by Juan Pablo Montoya. And that is flying a little faster than these guys are going. I'll tell you that. These guys are running around 190 in these cars. So it's like they're getting ready to get in position to line up double file as they go one more time around under caution. So I'm going to try to see if I can figure out the length of that long straight. Now, the track is located in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. I think I already said that, but Long Pond is actually one of the straightaways. I believe they call it Long Pond Straight. Not getting a lot of info here off the page I'm on. We used to have a road course here, and they still use it in Last Man Standing Motorsports occasionally. Hey, look at that. According to Facebook, Pocono Raceway is the first family-owned in business for over 50 years. Raceway hosts multiple national motorsports events, including NASCAR Cup Series, Xfinity Series, Truck World Series, or Camping World Truck Series, ARCA Menard Series. They also have over 200 events, including Tough Mudder and a wide range of sports car clubs, racing schools. Recognized as the world's first privately owned solar-powered sports facility, 25-acre, 3-megawatt solar farm provides the energy needs of the raceway as well as adds electricity to the local power grid. Each member of our raceway staff is committed to creating exciting experiences and lifetime memories. The track was founded by the late Joseph Doc Mattioli and his wife, Dr. Rose, in 1957. 2022, they've been going for quite a bit longer than 50 years. And we're back under green. Looks like we've got 7 cars now on the lead lap. Jeff Wyatt is still in the pits. He did not come back out for lap 13. Lucky number 13. Morgan Teggy is on the point. Followed by Adam Novotny, Chris Springer, Brandon Dooley, Michael Mooney, Todd Schwartz, Sean Williams, and Jeff Wyatt in the pits with Judge Dredd. I can see already the number 6 car is falling back. Michael Mooney's up in P4, so he must be back on his horse. But at lap 13, we are probably not near the end. Maybe Mooney wants to get up to the front and avoid the next accident by being out in front of the pack. Last time around, the incident was with Jeff Wyatt. Prior to were the number 6 car of Sean Williams. He is currently in 7th position. Chris Springer rides up the track a little bit. Mooney seems to be able to put his car anywhere he wants, but he's not able to get by the 2 cars in front of him. So tries the outside through the tunnel turn. Gets a good run on the outside there of, Race Ventura, a.k.a. Adam Novotny. Mooney kind of blinked out there for a second. I'm not sure if Adam knew where he was as he was trying to find a spot down the raceway there. As they come across the pit straight once again. And Adam Novotny dives down inside of the 56 car. We'll see if he can hold on to it down here in turn 1. Turn 1 is one of the toughest turns on the racetrack, but at 14-degree banking, Chris hangs on the outside. Mooney also gets a run and may take third. He does, takes 3rd place away from Adam Novotny on a lap 15 pass on turn 1. Now, Adam shouldn't be too discouraged because there is a lot of racing left as we see Mooney go down inside of Chris Springer and then blink and see where he's at when he comes back. There he is. 2nd spot. And he's looking to the outside going through turn 3. See if he can get a line on our leader, Morgan Teggy. As they go down the front straight, past the 2 cars in the pit lane. Diving down into turn 1, lap 16 now on record. Morgan Teggy still out front, followed by Michael Mooney, Chris Springer, Adam Novotny, Brandon Dooley, Todd Schwartz, and Sean Williams. As Chris is having none of this, as he's diving through tunnel turn in front of Mooney again. They're not happy. Staying nose to tail, line of stern will not be enough Mooney has the run behind the leader with the draft. Chris is trying he's battling side by side through turn 3 with Mooney. We're going to come down the front straight. It looks to me like Mooney's got position in the draft behind Morgan, and Chris is falling back. Adam Novotny's taken that 3rd spot away. Chris ducks back in line, kind of takes a peek with Brandon Dooley right there behind him, also kind of peeking around the corner to see what's going on. And Sean Williams has pulled into pit lane as he is not able to keep up with the pack. We'll see if he gets his car repaired and back out on the course. If he doesn't have any more fast repairs, that may be it for Sean. So 1.5 seconds separates 1st to 6th on the track. And that's Morgan out in front of Michael Mooney now solidly in 2nd place. Adam Novotny has moved into 3rd. 18 now underway as they dive into turn 1. Sean Williams has come back out on track. He may have just gone in for tires and fuel. But if he still has that aero damage, they will be catching him. And even if he doesn't, he's by himself and they are in a draft, they will most likely be catching him and catching him quickly. Mooney looks like he's going to take a peek for the lead. You see if he can get it here from Morgan. He's staying back for the moment. Dives down into turn 3. See if he can get a run on him going up front straight here. Mooney goes a little wide. Oh, he tags the wall down on the inside with a spin.
Caution, yellow flag.
And caution is out as Mooney noses into the pit wall. He needs to get across the start-finish line because I believe they started the lap before. Yep, they are. They are on lap 19. They started that lap before the caution came out. So Morgan Teggy out front. Mooney was up there in 2nd spot. Got a little loose, a little wide coming out of 3, and ended up collecting the wall. Didn't hit anybody else. So he'll be out there catching up. Might have to go in the pit lane to get a little fast repair, maybe a little monkey wrench work. See if we can get those guys to clean the car up and get him going again. Morgan Teggy is in the front of the pack at the moment. There we go. Sean Williams gets across the line now, and he is now marked in 7th place. He'll be able to catch up under this caution, whatever he did back there. As these guys wait for the safety car, they have to stay behind the safety car, and they got through the corner before the safety car got out, so they just have to wait and let the safety car pull up in front of him. There he goes, and now Morgan can get on his horse and off they run. Morgan, Chris Springer, Adam Novotny, Brandon Dooley, Todd Schwartz, Michael Mooney, Sean Williams is our running order. After this caution, we'll be starting lap number 19. Looks like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of the cars have come in for their pit service this time. Needing that go-go juice and new tires. As they're out, looks like Todd Schwartz decided to stay out. Sean Williams, after his incidents, has now moved up into the 2nd position. If he still has damage, we should be able to tell here as they go by, getting near the other cars as they catch up. Here comes Brandon and Morgan. We'll see if Sean still has that damage. It looks like he got it fixed, so he may have used that last fast repair. We're working caution flag on lap 18. Yeah, you got a good angle there with Morgan right up behind Sean. You can see the back of that car is definitely repaired. So either he used a fast repair or he was able to get that fixed. But it looks pretty clean. I'm guessing that's a fast repair. Otherwise, there'd be a little dent or two in the back of that car. That's the Autism Speaks paint job Sean Williams is sporting every week. Autism Speaks, what a great sponsor for his car. Todd Schwartz is running the Wonder Bread Ricky Bobby paint job on his BMW. Cleveland Beamer is on the Point Series champion or Point Series leader for Last Man Standing Motorsports GTE Grandpa's Kitchen.com series. That'd be Morgan Teggy in the BMW. Adam Novotny has a new custom paint that he made himself with Race Ventura. That's R-Ace or Race Ventura on the side of his car. That's his race team that he runs with. Morgan has his Cleveland Beamer. Brandon is running his standard green and black paint. He does have a sponsor on there. Hard to see in the nighttime, but he does have somebody on there. And then Chris Springer, I believe he just makes up something he likes. I believe that's a sponsored car. Michael Mooney, he's usually got Lightspeed Internet on there somewhere. It's his local internet company who he needs to make a phone call to because he's blinking out to them. Maybe we can get the chase camera to give us the info on Brandon's. Now that's Dooley Brothers Racing. Brothers Dooley Racing, sorry. It's got Race Labs on there. That's that green R on the bottom.
Green.
And there they go, back underway. As Todd Schwartz leads them across the line. This will be an interesting restart. Sean's been pretty dicey, pretty racy, but hasn't been able to handle the car very well. Todd is now being pushed by his team, by fellow Clevelander Morgan Teggy. And Sean is side by side now with Adam Novotny. We'll see how that goes. And it looks like Mooney is trying to get around them both as he dives down to the inside, making it 2 wide, possibly 3 wide into the tunnel turn. We have seen this before, and it doesn't work. It does not work. If they stay 2 wide and stay through the corner, everybody's clean as they're coming around. 19 laps in out of 50. Now it's possible that their timer's going to run out, but I don't think so. It is possible, though. I've got a little note up there that says we're at 43 minutes and we're at 41.4 or 41.50 right now. But I don't. Maybe that is it. Maybe we're on the last laps of this race. We'll have to see how it goes. It's a really good test for Morgan because he's going to have to defend that title as it comes up to these oval super speedways coming up in the regular season of GTE. I need to let them know that when they get the white flag, they need to let me know. But we'll know because when they cross the line, they're either going to be wrecking. Although they can't wreck before the line because this is cautions don't count. So they have to make it across the line clean and green. Mooney is right behind Adam Novotny now for second spot. They dive down into turn 1. Morgan Teggy's still out front. Mooney right behind now. The gap is only a couple tenths of a second. Here comes Mooney down the inside as they go down the Long Pond Straight into the tunnel turn. Does he have enough to get alongside and past? It looks like he does. As we're going to watch this battle for the lead. Mooney comes out in front as they go through turn 2. A little wiggle. Morgan's got a run. He's right on his tails. They go into turn 3. Morgan dives down to the inside. Mooney's on the outside. They're side by side through turn 3. Mooney may have the advantage. A little bit better grip on the outside. Morgan gets in front of him. Mooney now coming through the field in second place, down into the bottom of the racetrack. They're still going. We've passed that 43-minute mark and they are still going. So I think that was just for that lap. They're still rolling here. Mooney's out front. Morgan Teggy in second place. Chris Springer in third. Adam Novotny, Sean Williams, Todd Schwartz, and Brandon Dooley back in P7. Those are the 7 cars still on track. Here goes Morgan down on the inside of the tunnel turn. Mooney tries to get down low, but he's got some company there and has to go a little wide. Now he's going to let Chris Springer creep up alongside as they go down into the short chute into turn 3. But don't count him out. He's right there staying tight along the outside edge. And the outside corner with that wide arc entry, Mooney gets a good run, and he's right behind Morgan Teggy. Going to push Chris Springer back into third. Sean Williams noses in for that third spot as Mooney goes down to the inside. And he's trying to take the lead away going into turn 1, and he does. Morgan has to go a little high, but he cuts down inside, blocking off Chris Springer from taking that second spot away. These guys are racing like it's the last lap of the continent, last lap on the planet, as Morgan gets back by as they cruise up through into the tunnel turn. And Mooney blinks out again. But there he is back there again on the inside of the tunnel turn, right inside of Chris Springer. And keeps that second spot. Chris had a really good run behind Morgan. He may not have known where Mooney went when he blinked. So to give him a little bit of room, he stayed high. Let's see how this works out as they go through turn 3. Mooney wide again. He loses a little bit of ground on Morgan. Chris is getting alongside him. Still hasn't made the pass. Maybe that was the guesstimate that it was supposed to run 43 minutes, and it just didn't. We were just about to approach halfway, which means it didn't run 43 minutes. We are 45 minutes into the race, and we were working lap 24. So one more lap to halfway as they go through the tunnel turn. It looks like they've calmed down slightly. Morgan Teggy's still out front. Michael Mooney, Chris Springer, Adam Novotny, Sean Williams, Brandon Dooley, Todd Schwartz are the 7 drivers on the track, all right together. There is a little bit of a separation between Adam Novotny and Sean Williams, but that gets caught right back up with the draft at any given point. Found out that Judge Dredd was out early due to a technical difficulties with his hardware. Had some computer problems. Now this is digital iRacing. This whole thing is done by iRacing. We rent the server time on iRacing servers and racing iRacing cars on iRacing tracks. Amazing stuff, iRacing. They have a website if you want to get involved. iRacing.com. It's a lot of fun. We have leagues all over the place. Big Wizard TV covers 2 different leagues, Last Man Standing Motorsports and their sister league, which is East to West Racing. And Morgan's got a little bit of a gap now, about 0.2, 0.3 of a second on the field. That is going to be an interesting position because with that gap, it's not far enough to get away. It is far enough away that Mooney can try this long pond straight. He can really get a run on Morgan and get some momentum as he gets into turn 2. There he is, right behind him. He stays back behind him, does not try to go by. Thought maybe he was setting him up there for a pass. He is looking. Chris Springer is also not content sitting in third, and here goes Sean Williams down deep into turn 3. Does hang on to it this time, but we've seen him do that before and had it not work out so good. So hopefully Sean can hang on to it as Chris goes back by as he gets a little loose on the front stretch. That's letting Brandon Dooley, who was back in 7th, now pulls up behind Sean Williams in 5th. Might be looking at making a move into the P4 position. Adam Novotny has something to say about it as he and Brandon are side by side going into turn 1. Morgan Teggy still out front. Mooney right next to him. Now Mooney goes for the pass as they dive down into turn 2. Mooney's now in the front of the pack just by 0.1 of a second, with Morgan right behind. Morgan alongside on the exit of the tunnel turn. Gets right back by into turn 3. We'll see who can hold on the best here Mooney's on the inside, Morgan on the outside. Mooney comes up and slams the door and takes the position away. We'll see if Morgan can get back by. They are basically nose to tail, like literally pushing each other, touching as they go down the pit straight. Morgan dives down into turn one. He may. Oh, and he and Chris get real close together. Chris trying to get that spot away. We need to stay up there on that leader. That action is getting pretty good. I need to tell iRacing to stay where I want you to watch. As Mooney and Morgan are trading spots back and forth as they go side by side into the tunnel turn again. This time Morgan on the inside, Mooney on the outside. Morgan has the edge as they go down, getting ready to enter into turn three. Mooney's got the outside line. He's probably got the preferred line on entrance. Let's see if Morgan can get in front of him and get that exit completed. He does. Morgan takes away that spot. And now Mooney pushes Morgan down the front straightaway as they bump draft a little bit, going down the pit straight. Seems like our laps are getting a little bit cleaner with the 7 drivers we have remaining on the track. At least I say that now before we have a big wreck, let's hope. Most of them have used all their fast repairs, so they can't do it anymore. We got a viewer. Jeff's out there. Hey, Jeff, thanks for watching tonight. Hope you're enjoying the race. Looks like we got most of the cautions out of the way, and we got some good, clean racing now. Starting on, we're now just about to start lap number 30 as the drivers come through turn 3 onto the pit straight. And Mooney takes him down to the stripe. Chris Springer in second spot, trying to get by as they go down into turn 1. We'll see who's got the better grip into turn 1. Looks like Chris Springer down low is going to get that position away. Morgan Teggy there in third spot, also interested in getting back up to the front, as Chris and Mooney are now side by side on their way into the tunnel turn. Tunnel turn 2 wide seems to be okay. Tunnel turn 3 wide, not so good. Mooney and Chris go through. They go through the little short chute now and into turn 3. Nope, I think we lost Jeff. He was online, and we may have lost him. He was only on there for a second. But I appreciate the viewers. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes. We've got 7 cars tonight in this Dance in the Dark. No points tonight. No points for the GTE Grandpa'sKitchen.com series. We are running for fun tonight. Fun and a trophy. There is a trophy on the line, the JNR Craftworks Dance in the Dark trophy, to be exact. Mooney's out front now. Chris Springer in the second spot. Also in a Corvette. The 2 leaders in the Chevrolet Corvette. Morgan Teggy right behind, as looks like Chris is trying to help Mooney into the third turn there. As Morgan now catches up and gets a nice run coming off of the third turn down the pit straight on Chris Springer. We'll see if he can make that pass happen. I might be content just to keep rolling for a few minutes. I do notice that Brandon Dooley has dropped back a little bit. He was up there for a minute battling for position, but now he has fallen back slightly. Green flag, with the way these yellows don't count. Green flag is not the time to have a problem. You want to have a problem on the caution flag. So he might be back there hoping for a caution if he's got a problem. He is falling back away from the pack. Morgan Teggy is pulling back up alongside Mooney for the lead as they go through turn 3. They are side by side down the front stretch. Morgan drops right back behind him. Sean Williams still pretty racy there, right in fourth, as Morgan dives down hard under the inside as they go into turn 1. And Mooney's tough to pass in turn 1 as he goes on the outside and gets a good run off the corner, and that drops Morgan back to P3. As he tried to go by, Chris Springer takes advantage of that spot. And Sean Williams now on the inside of Morgan. And he's got Todd Schwartz right behind him. Brandon either anticipating another big wreck coming at any moment, or he has some damage and he's falling back. And he is actually stopping the car. Brandon looks to be in trouble. Oh, he goes off and spins. He must have some damage to that car as he's trying to gather it up. He goes into the tunnel turn, catches the grass, loses it. Spins around, does a 360. Doesn't seem to hit anything. Oh, does that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he hit the inside wall pretty good. Pretty good. We'll get back up to the front here as they are jockeying for position still. As the 14 car has dropped out of the contest. That accident was it for him. Lost the handle on it. Probably had some damage, losing ground on the leaders. And he is out. Lap 35 of 50 as they dive down into turn one. Chris Springer side by side with Mike Mooney as they come out of turn one down the Long Pond Straight. This is usually the spot where Mooney has the legs to get down that straight better than anybody else. He's going to be the car to beat tonight. Him and Morgan and Chris are all right there. In a little pack, it might be the one who gets the best run off of turn three that gets the victory, because they're going to have to figure out how to pass coming up to the stripe. If you want to win this one, you're going to have to pass on that front straight. Or if you let any and Mooney touches the wall again. Little tap. That wasn't Mooney, that was Chris Springer. Chris Springer and his Corvette. It's a little hard to see who's who out here with the black wall, black cars, black everything. No lights. You missed that one. Sorry about that, guys. Chris Springer in third. Doesn't seem to have slowed him down too much, but I can promise you the aero damage here, if you have any damage at all, will make a difference. This is full aerodynamics racing. Mooney's out front in the Corvette. Bob and Morgan Teggy, Chris Springer, Adam Novotny, Sean Williams, Todd Schwartz are the 6 drivers now that Brandon has dropped out. 6 drivers left on the track as Morgan tries again into turn 3 to take that lead away. I think that's where it's going to have to be done. If you're going to be able to do it, that's where you got to do it. And I think the outside lane has the better run side by side, but Morgan does clip Mooney just a little bit across the line there and takes the lead as they go across the line and start lap 37 of 50. Mooney back out front. So he gets a run into the tunnel turn down the Long Pond Straight. That seems to be his strong spot. And Morgan down into turn 3. Mooney shuts the door this time. That turn 3 seems to be Morgan's strong spot. So we'll see who can get what as they go for the stripe here in another 13 laps, 12 laps, as they cross over and start lap 38. Morgan's still trying to work strategy, trying to figure out where the best place to be, how to get the quickest lap time. See if he can find a way to get past Mooney. Now Todd Schwartz has dropped back. He is right in front of the leaders now. And he is in 6th position, about to go a lap down. Sean Williams has also dropped off the pace. May have had some contact there between the two of them within the last lap or two. As Mooney goes wide again out of turn 3, tags the wall. Oh, he's loose, he's into the wall again hard. That'll probably bring out a caution as 88 is spinning on the front stretch. Don't see it
Caution,
yet.
yellow
There it is.
flag.
There's the caution flag. Morgan Teggy takes the lead as they go into lap 39. The caution came out after they crossed the stripe. We'll see what lap counts as they get back around, because caution laps do not count. So we'll have to see how this works. Right now, Morgan Teggy, Chris Springer, Adam Novotny, Sean Williams, Michael Mooney, Todd Schwartz, the 6 drivers on the lead lap. This is a big break for Todd Schwartz. He's able to drive around. If he needs to, he can get a fast repair. If he has one left, there were 3 at the beginning of the race tonight. As Mooney has to slowly cruise around the racetrack, possibly without lights. Now he still has lights, but he is crab walking around the course. Looks like the tail end of his backside of his car has had some major damage. He is going to inch himself back to the pit lane and get that car repaired, bouncing off of everything as he's trying to get back as quick as possible and get the car fixed. Hopefully he does have one more fast repair, and that will get him where he needs to be. Lap 39 as they catch up to the safety car, pace car in this particular instance. And coming out of turn 1, they all bunch up and they'll get in line. Mooney making his way back around to the pits. Should be going in here for a fast repair. I see Sean Williams in the pit lane already. And we'll see if Todd Schwartz has to come in. Todd Schwartz does not come in, but he is not. Yeah, he's down in the 4th position. I think he might be farther back than that, but maybe not. Maybe not. Sean Williams in the pits. Mooney's in the pits. So maybe Todd is in 4th. That is it. There's only 3 guys out there in front of him. So Todd Schwartz comes around, gets to the back of the field here as he goes around turn 2. He should be able to catch up to him pretty soon. Looks like Sean Williams back out on track. See if he got some repairs done. Hopefully what he needed is now corrected. Michael Mooney still in the pit lane. Now remember, caution laps do not count. So if Mooney did not use a fast repair, which he doesn't look like he would have used unless he also stayed with the fast repair and got tires and fuel to get him to the end, then that would have got him where he needed to be. So one thing we don't have with this overlay is where the where the flags are for each driver. We don't know exactly when they get the white flag and things like that. So we'll try to keep an eye on what's going on. A couple cars in the pit lane now. We don't know if they're getting fuel or, it's dark, so I can't even look in the pit lane and see what they're doing. But looks like they all went in to get what they need. Not sure how Mooney is scoring out front. Unless he didn't let the pace car by. There he goes. Now he's in the 4th spot. So Morgan Teggy out front, followed by Todd Schwartz up there in the front of the pack. They both, well, Todd did pit early, and he is now done with his pit stop. Morgan, I do not think, went in. I'm guessing Mooney went in for tires, as well as whatever repairs he needed, because tires make a difference here on the oval. With 11 laps to go. So the field bunches up now. They should get the one to go this time by. They can't do a green-white checker. They've got to do it. They've got to do it with a green flag finish. A green-white checker will not work when you have caution laps turned off. Looks like we got at least one more time around. I'll let you guys watch the action here as we take a quick break. I'll be right back. Pace car is in. That
Green
didn't
flag,
really look
green
like double
flag.
file, but the pace car is in and the lights are green. Off we go. Morgan Teggy out front. As he gets a jump on Todd Schwartz, Morgan goes way down inside trying to break the draft as he doesn't want anybody to follow him, but he has got company. As that didn't fake out anybody. Sean Williams down in there trying to stay with him. Todd Schwartz into turn one. As that bunch gets piled up together, everybody trying to get around Todd. Chris Springer gets by. Adam Novotny trying to get by. And they are really bunched up together now. Todd's having a really good run there in the third spot. Adam Novotny, Sean Williams, Michael Mooney are the top six and the 6 cars left on the track. And here goes Chris down inside through turn 3 for the lead. Morgan hanging right there on his quarter panel, gets a really good run off of turn 3 and gets the lead back as they go down the front stretch. Chris held him off as they go down the tunnel turn. See if Morgan tries again. Mooney's back in 6th spot. Do not count him out. He might be just back there holding on, just waiting his time out. Just biding his time in the back. Lap 41 right now. They're coming around turn 3. This will be the end of lap 41. And there'll be 8 to go this time by. So Chris dives down the inside, trying to stay away, keep him away from the draft. Todd Schwartz looks down low inside Morgan Teggy. Is that a pass for second from Todd? Possibly. He stays in line in P3, and he's got Adam Novotny, Sean Williams, and Michael Mooney right behind. You could throw a blanket over them all. It's 0.4 seconds. Now 0.7 seconds. Oh, and Mooney has now fallen a lap down. That incident cost him a lap. So he is a lap down. Sean Williams, the last car on the lead lap, and Sean Williams is back. Full straightaway of the front stretch. Going through Long Pond as these guys are going across start-finish line. So something must have happened. I think that last incident was caused by Mooney, and they went across the start-finish line. And the guys that made it across the start-finish line caught the lap. And since he didn't before the yellow came out, he did not get the lap, which would have left him a lap down because cautions do not count. And that was Mooney trying to get back up through the field, tags the wall a little bit there going through turn 1. As he's trying to get back on the lead laps, he's going up, trying to get around Morgan. Morgan shuts the door on the outside. Chris Springer is still out front as they dive into turn 3. And here comes Todd Schwartz down on the inside of Mooney, trying to get that spot held on strong there for P3. Now, Mooney's not running for position, so they shouldn't be fighting together. As these guys bump draft, Chris and Morgan bump draft down the front stretch. As they get down here to turn 1, they've got 6 laps to go. Working lap 44 of 50. We're an hour in. But pretty sure I understand what happened there with Mooney. He caught himself out with the cautions don't count. Once the caution came out, he had not crossed the line yet. So when he crossed the line, it didn't count because they were in caution. And he dropped out of that. Chris and Morgan out front, nose to tail, diving into one again. Lap 45 of 50. They've got Adam Novotny has now cleared Todd Schwartz, and Mooney's behind him. Here comes Sean Williams. Trying to get. Oh no, Sean Williams in the back. He's still straight away behind. That was Todd Schwartz and Mooney back there. Mooney hoping for a caution so he can get his lucky dog and get back out there. Whoa, Adam Novotny drops down inside of Morgan Teggy, takes that spot away by force, coming around turn 3, catches the grass and everything. Somehow hangs on. Chris Springer still out front. Morgan back on the inside. He might have him by turn 1. Chris Springer creating a little bit of a draft for both of them. Morgan dives down into turn 1 inside of Adam with Todd Schwartz right behind. Todd's not going to let this go. He's got a shot here as he gets up alongside Adam. No, he has to stay in line. Adam coming down the tunnel turn alongside of the number 07 of Morgan Teggy. And the tunnel turn is a very interesting place. Adam snags the corner on the inside. That usually slows you down a bit. You have to run that one clean to get all the speed out of it. As you can see, Morgan pulling away and back into the second spot, but not for long. Adam's right there. The draft is strong, and Adam's right there. Mooney has gotten by Todd Schwartz in the 4th spot. Mooney's still a lap down, but he is trying to stay right there with the leader, see if he can get his lap back before this contest is over. They cross the line, and they are now working lap 47 of 50. There are 4 to go, counting this one. 3 to go next time by. Chris Springer out front, Morgan Teggy, followed by Adam Novotny, Todd Schwartz on the lead lap. Sean is also on the lead lap, but they are catching him. They are catching him. Not sure what happened on that last caution flag, but he fell back at the start, at the restart, and he is straight away behind us. There's Mooney alongside Adam Novotny, trying to get up there to get his lap back. Chris and Morgan battling nose to tail up in the front. They are running really clean laps. Last lap was 52.8. That's about second off of qualifying speeds. Still this late in the race. Adam dropping back just slightly, ever so slightly, half a second back. And he makes that up going through turn 1. Now he's still got that half-second gap. As Morgan is trying to find a way to get by Chris Springer. He is not having any luck doing that. Down into turn 1, lap 49 of 50. There's only 2 to go now. 2 to go as they run down the Long Pond Straight. Morgan is trying everything he can to get out in front before the last lap. Adam's right there to pounce if anything happens to the leaders. Morgan down right behind Chris into the tunnel turn. Adam going around the outside as they go down the short chute into turn 3. Morgan's got a good run on Chris Springer. See if he can catch him on the front straight. See who gets the best run off the turn. Morgan goes to the inside. Seeing if he gets an advantage on the inside of that corner, but he is not able to take advantage of that. He's going to have to get back in line as they have got the white flag. This is the final lap of the race. I believe they have to finish it to make it work because cautions do not count. So they have to run green all the way to the line to make this a finish, make this official. They are catching up with Sean Williams. He may still play a factor in the outcome of this race, as these guys are only 2 seconds away and they are gaining fast as they come down Long Pond Straight and into the tunnel turn. Morgan's around the outside. He's got a run going around the outside of the tunnel turn. Let's see if he can hang on. He's got a really good exit. He's along side by side. He does have the lead now by less than 1/10 of a second as they're going into the final corner. Morgan's on the outside. Chris is on the inside. They're side by side through the corner. Let's see if they all make it. Morgan nudges out ahead. And he might have this down now. Chris Springer's falling back. Morgan Teggy takes the win at the stripe. Morgan Teggy by 0.3 of a second over Chris Springer, Adam Novotny in third, Todd Schwartz in fourth, Michael Mooney in fifth, and Sean Williams in sixth. Brandon Dooley, Jeff Wyatt dropped out early. That was 7 and 8. And and Ben Mashburn, who dropped out quite a while back, he is in the ninth spot. What a race. And then Judge Dredd had technical difficulties. He ended up in 10th position. Wow, that was quite an event, quite a race. Morgan is going to be really excited about getting that trophy. The trophy from JNR Craftworks is headed his way for that victory in the Dance in the Dark, sponsored by JNR Craftworks, jnrcraftworks.com. The website's on the screen. Check them out. They make all kinds of good stuff. They make housewares, home decor, plaques. They can make custom lake woodwork. Really beautiful stuff. Check them out, jnrcraftworks.com. Hopefully you were out here earlier and you can see them on the screen with us before the show, where I brought up the website. All the cars coming into pit lane, dropping out. We'll see if we can get somebody here in the booth with us, or we'll drop into them. Uh-oh. Mouse not working. There we go.
Before even
hey guys.
Adam and I got into each other a little bit.
Hey guys, it's Ron in the booth. How's it going tonight?
Sweaty.
Woo! Sweaty. That looked like one heck of a race, you guys. That was quite a show.
That was fun.
I'd have to say it did not come out as expected. That was, but I did expect it to be nose to tail all the way around. So really fun race, really good job, Morgan. How did it work? I saw you working throughout the race to try to find out where to pass, and turn 3 seemed to be your happy spot all night. How'd that work out for you?
You know what? I was a little worried there the last lap. I made a mistake in turn 1 and lost momentum, but that was a heck of a close finish. He put up one heck of a race. Turns out the road racing guy can go left.
He can go left all the way around, huh? Yeah. And then, uh-oh. Don't know if we got our race saved or not. I think I did. But Chris, wow. You've been on a little break and you come back at the right time. 0.2 of a second. I had it pegged at 0.3 at the end there, and you got 2.5 of a second behind. You lost a little ground on turn 3. You had it right up to the tunnel turn.
Yeah, he got next to me, and I was talking with him throughout the race and said, can't really hold the lead out front. He seemed like he just had speed. He could get by me without the draft. So got the opportunity in going into 3 there and just squeezed me enough that I had to lift. I started pushing. I mean, otherwise I was going to take us both out probably. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good race. Good race.
Climb back out of my hole. So go racing with you boys here a little more.
Well, glad you did. Thanks for coming back, and good show tonight. Nice race. Yeah, you and Adam, man, you were there to pounce, man. You weren't going to let anything go. 0.06 of a second was the difference between second and third.
I was trying to get that. I had to lift just like a tiny little bit, and I think that's what the difference was.
Yeah, it looked good. Looked like a lot of fun out there. You guys were really putting on a show for the fans. It was a little dark, I can tell you that, but hopefully I was able to keep them informed on what was going on.
I said this was my first oval race, and I didn't realize that they were this much fun.
Oh yeah, well, the GTE cars on the ovals can draft, and if you get the car set up right, it can really scoot, as you could tell.
So. Yeah, I felt like, I didn't really touch mine all that much, and it felt half decent.
Yeah, they run pretty good. You just got to do a little tweaking to them, and they can definitely motor around these ovals. So we're going to be doing it at Indianapolis, and I think either Daytona or Talladega is still coming up.
Daytona.
So, yeah. Mooney, you were hauling the mail. You had it, but something happened on that last incident.
Got
you back a lap.
It has me back a lap because even though I came out of the pits and the admin cleared the black flag for passing under yellow for me coming out of the pits, by the time it got cleared, I crossed the line and it didn't count the lap.
Yeah, didn't count the lap. Yep.
So
Yeah, that was a shock. I didn't know we were going to do no caution counts, so that made it a little different. But yeah, you had a good car. You were out front battling for the lead quite a bit. You did have the second fastest lap of the night. Actually third, no, fourth. A couple of guys that dropped early had some quick laps, but
there was a
you
lot
and,
of draft in there. Yeah.
yeah. You and Mooney or you and Morgan were right up there with the the high 51s, and Sean was in there too. So
I was figuring out where they were running so I could make a move at the end, but in the end they couldn't hold. They were all fast, but they couldn't hold the upper line like my setup could hold the upper line, and I could almost drive around them there.
yeah,
Just didn't have enough to continue it through 3 where he was then behind and could use the draft to get around.
Yeah,
So
Morgan had turn 3. He had turn 3 all the way around, but you had 1 and 2, but he had 3. It was pretty fun. It was fun to watch. Todd, wow, great run. Stayed on the lead lap. You were dicing it in there with those guys there. A couple laps to go, and then you dropped back a little bit.
Yeah, I was about to run out of gas, so I just started lifting and tried to make it to the end.
There you go. There you go.
I need to turn that crew chief thing off where it just auto refills it to like end of race. It kind of messed me up there.
Yeah, that can happen.
Did that to me too, but luckily there's another caution, so I dipped back into the pits.
Yeah, and Sean, you were dicing it up pretty good, and then you something happened on that last exchange, and you ended up about half a lap back, and you just lost the draft, couldn't catch up.
My right front, I was beating on that right front pretty hard, and I took a wall ride on the front straight.
All right,
So,
all right.
But yeah, I mean the Ferrari was quick.
Yeah, you guys look like you're having a good time. Nobody ended up getting that incident free, but and Jeff didn't stick around, so I was kind of hoping he'd be out here for our finish to award the trophy. But Morgan was gonna have a trophy on his way. That's sponsored by tonight's race, by tonight's sponsor, JNR Craftworks, putting out the sponsorship for tonight's race. They have provided the wonderful trophy. I showed it early on. Let me see if I can get a picture of it again for the TV stream here. Let's see, Tuesday. What day are we?
Tuesday.
Yeah, is that the one?
He's got it up earlier in the chat, a picture of it.
Yeah, I got it. That's where I had to get it from. I'm just working my magic. Got to get it on the right screen on the computer so I can show all those race fans watching. There it is. First place, dancing in the dark. You might as well etch Morgan Teggy into that sucker because that's who's going to get that one. That's a beautiful trophy. The detail on it, as I zoom in, you can see the detail on the paint. It's just absolutely amazing. Really, really nice craftsmanship there. JNR Craftworks, check them out, jnrcraftworks.com. That's where you can find a bunch of home decor, custom work. He makes really cool racetrack etchings, all kinds of good stuff. So good there. Also want to put out a shout out to our main GTE last man standing sponsor for the GTE series. That's grandpaskitchen.com. Everything you need for gluten-free products. They've got flours, they've got kits, they've got recipes, all the best ideas. I'll tell you, I went over, I had a big activity over at their house just this last Sunday. Big get together with all of them, all the owners of Grandpa's Kitchen. And it's funny because everywhere else you go and there's muffins and donuts and stuff like that, and you just eat them, right? Because they're good. But over there, they had all the stuff that was wrapped in green wrappers was all gluten-free. They were using their own flour to make all this stuff. They had cupcakes, they had waffles. I mean, the stuff was phenomenal. You'd never know it wasn't made by real flour. This is gluten-free flour. It's great stuff. If you know somebody that needs that has concerns with celiac disease, great stuff, great products. grandpaskitchen.com. Don't miss them. And our league sponsor, can't forget them, Stair Fittings Inc. Check them out. That is Orders with an S, orders.stairfittings.com is how you find them. They've got all the products you need for your stairs in your house. Great custom woodworking, awesome stuff. Big Wizard TV sponsoring or hosting the race for us tonight. Thanks to Last Man Standing Motorsports. A lot of fun tonight. What a great run. Average lap time for tonight's race was 1 minute 34 seconds. Fastest lap was actually run by Jeff Wyatt early on with a 51.526. Very, very fast lap. We ran 50 laps. We had 6 cautions. We didn't count any laps for cautions because that was turned off tonight. But we had 13 lead changes in the race. Really great run tonight. Thanks everybody for tuning in and racing and watching. Anybody else want to say anything before we drop off?
Go get some Grandpa's Kitchen and sit in front of your JNR trophy while you watch Big Wizard TV and enjoy races by Stair Fittings Incorporated.
There you go. Hey, let's run our intro here on the stream before we finish up. We'll run that one more time just because it's just cool. Another thanks out to Julian Lockwood for making that for us. We're going to run it here tonight. We'll say goodnight to everybody. Everybody have a great one out there. Be safe as you drive around in the real world. This is only a simulator. Remember, keep the wheels on the bottom. This is Big Wizard from Big Wizard TV. This is Ron. We're going to say goodnight. Have a great one. Good night, everybody. This is where you all say goodnight.
Oh, good night.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
There you go. Have a good one.